What is up, everyone? It is Reviews Kingdom, and today in this video, for the second channel, I am going to be redoing the entirety of my VHS collection. And on the main channel, I posted my entire VHS collection like about 4 or 5 years ago. It's a really long time ago, and ever since then I made some changes, added some new tapes, gave away some old tapes, and yeah, the collection has definitely seen a bit of changing over the years. And recently I got a new shelf, and all those 4 years I didn't have a shelf. I just stacked my tapes up against the wall, which really wasn't the most ethical or the most stable thing ever. So yeah, well, now I have a shelf, and this shelf is containing 4 layers of VHS tapes, also including some music cassette tapes, but I will do all those cassette tapes in the matter of one video because it's not really much to cover. But as for the VHS tapes, they're all gonna be in parts, 4 parts to be exact, because there's just a lot to go through. On each layer, there's like 2 layers of tapes on each layer, so yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go on the first layer, which is mostly the clamshells, and let's start with a brand new one, a copy of Jingle All the Way. I have not opened this yet, and so it's still sealed up. Here's the spine, and here's the back of the tape. You can read the description, and the reason why I haven't opened this yet is because I got this in January, and by that time, well, Christmas was practically over, so, I mean, there was no reason for me to open this and watch it, so, yeah. Now, when it comes time for Christmas again, which, you know, that's 6 months away at this point, or technically 5 months away, I will probably be doing an unboxing of this VHS tape if you guys are interested in that, so stay tuned for that if that's coming. Not entirely sure yet, just put that to the side. Here we go. We have R.L. Stine's Goosebumps, Stay Out of the Basement. Here's the spine, and here's the back. This one is a 1996 VHS tape. I forgot to mention Jingle All the Way. I think that's 1995. Let me check. No, Jingle All the Way is a 1997 tape. This is 1996. There we go. Stay in the basement, and no print date. As I don't think 20th Century Fox. I don't think they do print dates. And here's a pretty obscure and rare one to come by. Here is Teen Titans Volume 1, Divide and Conquer. This is a 2004 VHS tape, if I'm correct. Yep, this is 2004. Surprisingly, this one actually has 5 episodes on it, which, you know, compared to usually most VHS tapes is 4. This one has 5 on it, and the episodes are listed right there. We have Divide and Conquer, Sisters, Final Exam, Forces of Nature, The Sum of Its Parts, and Nevermore. All really good episodes. In fact, it's the first 5 episodes of the series, so you know how it goes. And here's the tape. There's the print date, and it has the protective reels on it. Yeah, this one's a pretty obscure one to come by. Usually you'll find a copy every now and then on eBay for a pretty cheap price of $24, but yeah, this one's a pretty obscure one. Really got to have it though. Alright, here we go. Here is copy number 1 out of 3 in my Shrek VHS collection. I have 3 copies of this movie on VHS, and if you're wondering why, well, it's just because most experiences of me buying this tape, they just really never worked. In fact, I'm not really sure which one works in this bunch and which one doesn't. I'm assuming this one works. I have no idea. Anyway, there's the print date. That's a 2001 VHS tape right there. And I'm probably not going to show the rest of the Shrek tapes because you kind of know what you're going to get with that one, so yeah. Here we have Muppets from Space. This is a 1999 VHS tape. Very strange movie. Uh, Probably one of the weakest Muppet movies. This is when Sony got the right. No, it wasn't Sony. It was Columbia. This is when they got the rights to the Muppets, and there's no print date on that one. And yeah, this movie overall just really wasn't that great. Although I used to watch it a lot when I was very, very young. But yeah, I mean, could be worse. Could be worse. Yeah, that's Muppets from Space. And here is one that I mentioned in one of my VHS updates, The Haunted Mansion. This stars Eddie Murphy, and this is a 2000 and I think it's a 2003 VHS tape. I can't see it anywhere on the back. Here's the tape. It has the blue label right here, like those. Here's the print date. Yeah, I've actually never seen this movie before. I just seen it at a Goodwill for a pretty cheap price. And, well, when Halloween comes around, I'll probably watch that. Alright, next one we got is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. And in case it wasn't apparent in the like first few minutes of the video, these tapes are just kind of randomly sorted. They're just like in pretty big piles, and I just kind of sort them randomly. So yeah, that's it. This is a 1999 VHS tape. This one has the white sticker label as opposed to the black ink label. There's the print date. This is one of the better Scooby-Doo movies, one of the best ones in my opinion. This is following right after the Zombie Island, so that's a really good one. And here's another Scooby-Doo VHS tape. Scooby-Doo's Greatest Mysteries, or Cartoon Network presents Scooby-Doo's Greatest Mysteries. This tape is Scooby's 4 most popular mysteries, handpicked by Scooby-Doo fans, which it has all the classics on this one. It has A Clue for Scooby-Doo, Hassle in the Castle, Jeepers is the Creepers, and the Backstage Rage. And what's also cool about this VHS tape is that it has little interviews like in between each episode that really shows like some interesting history behind the Mystery Inc. gang, which I think is pretty cool. And at the end of it, it has a Powerpuff Girls cartoon at the end of it, which is also pretty cool. And this is a 1999 VHS tape. Here's the tape, the ink label. And there's the print date. Really good VHS tape. Alright. Here we have Monsters, Inc. This is a 2002 VHS tape. This one contains the short Mike's New Car at the end of it. And this one has the clear casing. And as you can see through the clear casing, this also has the blue tape, which is really nice. Really like that. And there's the print date. Really like the blue tape right there. And on the inside, you get some really nice artwork of all the characters in the movies. And there's holy crap, there's a bunch of coupons, a bunch of just a bunch of advertisements for other Disney products, food products, I guess. There's just a lot of promotion. I'm not gonna go through all of it because it is a lot to go through, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And here we have The Emperor's New Groove. This is a 2001 VHS tape. Really, really underrated Disney movie that doesn't really seem to be getting a lot of attention. Well, at least back then, but now thankfully it's getting more attention. And rightfully so, because this movie is pretty dang good. Here's the tape, and there's the print date. This movie's pretty good. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Alright, this next one is the Fox version of My Neighbor Totoro. I believe this is a 1994 release. This is I think this is the first dubbing of this movie. And yes, it is the best one, commonly regarded amongst most anime and most Studio Ghibli fans. This one is the best one. I do have the Disney dub on DVD, although it's the Shout Factory release. I think it's the Shout Factory re-release, and yeah, that one's okay, but this one is pretty good. Pretty good nonetheless. They're pretty much the same stories. It's just a matter of voice acting. Here we have the best Scooby-Doo movie, and it is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. And yes, I said the best Scooby-Doo movie because it in fact is indeed the best Scooby-Doo movie. This is a 1998 VHS tape. Really, really love this movie. Here's, oops, look at that in focus. Here's the tape. There's the print date. If you're a Scooby-Doo fan and you haven't watched this movie, please check it out. And also, just a little warning, stay away from the sequel. The sequel is very bad. Please, just stay away from the sequel. It is god-awful. They massacred my zombie island. Hashtag not my zombie island. Alright, here we go. Here's What's New Scooby-Doo, Volume 3, Halloween Blues and Clues. There's the spine, and there's the back of the tape. This one actually has my favorite string of episodes, and it actually has my favorite episode in this entire series, the High-Tech House of the Future. That one's a pretty good episode. Oh, here's the tape. There's the print date. I really like that High-Tech episode. That one's pretty good. Alright, here we have another What's New Scooby-Doo tape. Here is What's New Scooby-Doo Volume 2, Safari So Goody. This one is a 2003 VHS tape. And for some reason, on the bottom right here, it has a G rating on it. And I say for some strange reason because usually tapes like this, they don't get like a movie rating. They get like a not rated or like a TVY or YZ and so on and so forth. Usually they get those kind of ratings, but for some reason this gets a G rating. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Here's the print date. Yeah, just a little strange thing, but whatever. Alright, here's the final What's New Scooby-Doo VHS tape in this pile at least. Because there's two more that I have, and I'm gonna show that in another part. Here is What's New Scooby-Doo Space Ape at the Cape. This is also a 2003 VHS tape. Alright. Here's the tape, and there's the print date on it. And that wraps it up for all the What's New Scooby-Doos in here. Though, like I said before, we will be getting to more What's New Scooby-Doo. Here is Castle in the Sky, another Studio Ghibli masterpiece. And this one is the 2003 release. Fun fact about this movie, I think originally in 1998, alongside the release of Kiki's Delivery Service, they were going to release this version in 1998. Which means that it would have been full screen, but for some reason that version of the movie ended up getting canceled for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why though. Oh wait, there's a little pamphlet in there, just like a coupon saying that these movies are on DVD. The Kiki DVD being pretty hard to find and pretty expensive to come by, so yeah. But yeah, this Castle in the Sky was originally supposed to release a lot earlier than 2003. And like I said, it would have been a full screen because this version and all the Studio Ghibli movies released by Disney at this point are in widescreen. And in my personal opinion, I love widescreen. I really do. But on a VHS tape, it's really not good because it has those two black bars at the top, and that's not really good to look at, but whatever. That's just my opinion. I really like my VHS tapes in full screen, but what are you gonna do? Here is Ants. This is a 1999 VHS tape, I want to say. Yes, 1999. This is actually a pretty okay movie. I've actually recently watched this, quite a few months ago actually, and yeah, it's okay. Let's print it. Now, in terms of what do I prefer, Ants or A Bug's Life, I'm going to say A Bug's Life. Well, the Ants is alright and all that stuff, but I personally prefer A Bug's Life. And even then, A Bug's Life, it's not really the greatest thing Pixar made, but I think it's actually pretty underrated. Here is Lilo and Stitch. This is a 2002 VHS tape. Not really much to say about this one. I had not watched this one in a very, very long time. Here's the tape, the print date. I have to give this movie a rewatch someday, but I haven't seen this movie in a while, and I hear really good things about it. So definitely gotta check that out sometime soon. Here we have Chicken Run, the the 2000 release version. I used to have the 2002 release of this movie, which was basically a re-release that had no previews on the tape, but this is the original tape, and this one does indeed have previews on it, so yeah, there you go. There's the tape, there's the print date, and there's a coupon in there. Not gonna pull that out, though. Couldn't be bothered. Here we have Scooby-Doo Winter Wonder Dog. This is a 2002 VHS tape. This one has some pretty good episodes on it. Very winter-themed episodes, even though this is marketed as like a Christmas one. They only have like one Christmas episode on it. So yeah, there you go. There's the tape and there's the print date. Alright, here we go. We have duplicates in this one. So here we have the special edition of... Whoops. Okay, so my apologies. We had some minor technical difficulties back there if you didn't see that. But anyways, here's the special edition of the Santa Claus. This is a 2002 VHS tape. And this one has the bonus short at the end of it, So You Want to Become an Elf. And it also has a little sneak peek of the Santa Claus 2, which is really just like a 2-minute trailer in the beginning, lumped in with the rest of the trailers. So, yeah, nothing really too special there, but something, I guess. Here's the tape. And you can't see the print date because this is covered up with a Blockbuster sticker. So, yeah, take that. Here's like a pamphlet promoting other Disney crap you can buy. As if I don't really have enough Disney crap in my collection. Anyways. Here's the second one. Nothing really much to say. Damn. Here is Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. This is a 2003 VHS tape. And actually, this is not really one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies. I really can't remember much from it, but I don't really remember enjoying it as much as the rest of them. But yeah, maybe I'll have to get this a rewatch sometimes. I hear it's kind of bad, but I don't know. I can never take the internet for granted, you know? Here is Batman and Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero. This is a 1998 VHS tape. This one's actually a pretty good one. I don't really hear too many people talk about this movie, but I think it's pretty good. Here's the print date. Oops, sorry, it's out of focus. Don't want to drop the camera again. That was kind of stupid of me to do that, but whatever. We all have accidents. All right. Here we have the 2003 release of Treasure Planet. I'm sorry, my camera kind of went out of focus right there. There's the spine. There's the back. Very, very, very underrated Disney movie. And also very destructive Disney movie that nearly caused the company to lose a lot of money, in which it actually did. Which is a shame, because this movie was pretty dang good. Although I think that people really just didn't want to go see it for some reason. I don't know why. This is a really good movie. Alright, we're almost done here. Only got a few more tapes left. Here we have Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventures Begin, starring Tim Allen. And, yeah. recently I've seen the new Lightyear movie, and I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty enjoyable for what it was. Now, this is the definitive origin story of Buzz Lightyear, of course. We can't forget that. But for what it's worth, Lightyear was actually pretty good. This is obviously the superior movie, but I still enjoyed Lightyear a lot. So, yeah, I'd recommend both movies, but Lightyear, that's really an acquired taste. Some people say Lightyear Star Command is the only origin story. I agree with them, but I still think, for what it's worth, it's a pretty enjoyable movie. I'd say if you're interested, wait till it gets dumped on like Disney Plus or something. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Anyway, here's the original Toy Story. This is the Gold Classic Collection edition. This edition was released in 2000, and it has the 10 Toys short before the movie, and it also has the You Got a Friend in Me music video, and it also has the making of Toy Story at the end of the tape. Here's the tape with the label, and there's the print date. Still a classic to this day. I still love Toy Story. I still love all the Toy Story movies. Except maybe for the fourth one. That's a different story. And I know I said that I liked that one, and oh jeez, oh god, almost like knocked over the pile. You know what? Okay, good. Now here's the original 1996 release. Anyway, going back to what I was saying before, the pile almost fell on itself. In terms of Toy Story 4, it really hasn't held up that well from the last time that I watched it, which was all the way back in 2019. So, yeah. But the first 3 Toy Story movies, those are pretty good movies. I'd say those are pretty great movies. I just noticed a large bit of dust just kind of chilling on the surface right here. It's kind of disgusting to look at. But I'll have that fixed out in a bit. Alright, might as well show the coupons in here. Let's see. Because there's a lot of them. Here's this Disney World pamphlet. It's the promotion for the video games out at the time. I haven't played any of those, by the way. There's the video shop. Just a bunch of advertisements, really. But it's still pretty neat to have those. Let me just start putting them over there, because this pile is about to fall on itself. Well, there goes Shrek, at least one of the 3 copies. Anyways, here's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon version. This is the 1999 VHS release. I know there was a 2000 version of this release, and I actually used to have that, but the tape unfortunately broke, so I don't have that anymore. But this one will do pretty much well enough. Here's the tape. And here's the print date. Still a classic to this day. Alright. Here we go. Here we got Toy Story 2. This is a 2000 VHS tape. And this is my favorite of the Toy Story movies. And a lot of people seem to agree with that, because it is truly one of the best Toy Story movies ever made. And this one has the Luxo Jr. short, the outtakes, and the, the music video at the end of it. The Woody's Roundup music video at the end of it, which isn't listed on the tape itself, on the back of the tape itself, but it's on there. There's the print date. There's some more dust in there, too. Where's all this dust coming from? I'm pretty sure I'm keeping these things in pretty good condition. Anyways. Here is Spirited Away. This is a 2003 VHS release of this movie. And I also had the pleasure of watching this movie in theaters back in May. And yes, it is a wonderful movie. That goes without saying. This is one of the most revolutionary movies, animated movies, alongside the likes of Toy Story. There's the print date. And yeah, it's still a classic to this day, and it's still a great movie. And if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It is a great movie. Alright, here we have The Muppets Christmas Carol. This is a... Oh God, when did this movie come out? This is a 1993 VHS tape. There we go. This is also one of the best Christmas movies out there. Here's the tape. And there's the print date. A very good Muppet Christmas movie. A very good one. And right here is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey edition, or the live action edition as most people would like to call it. This is a 2001 VHS tape. I also got to see this in theaters around 2020, around in December. And yes, I loved watching this movie in theaters, and I especially love watching it during the Christmas season every year. It's such a classic. And there's the tape. And this is actually the Canadian copy. It also has the green ink on this one, which is pretty nice. Here's the print date. Yeah, this movie, absolutely love it to the moon and back. I know some people say it's a bad movie, and it's not really faithful to the source material, and there's really it's really kind of divided, but I still love it. So yeah. Here is Kiki's Delivery Service. This is the 2003 edition of the movie. And this is the commonly known as the widescreen version of the movie, or the Disney release of the movie, although the other two that I have are also Disney. This has a bonus feature at the end of it, where it has a behind the scenes with the English voice cast. And I don't know why this is the only Ghibli tape that actually has that on the back of it, because Spirited Away and Castle in the Sky, they have nothing. There's no sort of special interview or like behind the scenes or anything like that at the end of the tape, so it's kind of a bummer, but what are you gonna do? It's on the DVD. Here is the 1998 release of Kiki's Delivery Service, also commonly known as the full screen version. This is my favorite version of the movie because it's on a VHS tape and it's in full screen, which I already said before that I like my tapes to be in full screen, so yeah, that's nice. Here's the tape. It has a little bit of sticker residue. This was a library rental at one point. And there's print date. So yeah, absolutely love this movie. In fact, I think it's my favorite of the Ghibli movies. This one right here. Yeah, I know some people will say Spirited Away, but my favorite has always been Kiki Delivery Service. Also because maybe it's because my first one, I don't know. Here is a less common release of this movie. Here's the actual widescreen release of this movie. Now, I did say the 2003 one's widescreen, and it is, but this one actually says it on the front of it. The other one doesn't. This one is actually the original Japanese version with English subtitles on it. So, yeah, and this one is pretty interesting and hard to come by. And this one is more or less commonly known than the 1998 one. Although this one, I believe, released in the same year. But here's the label of the tape. There's the print date on it. I think it only released in Canada. I'm not entirely sure, but I can't really find too much information about it. So, what are you going to do? Whoa, jeez. Freaking pile just fell on me. Okay, you know what? We have two more tapes. After this, I can finally clean up this mess, so let's just get this over with. Here is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is a 1996 VHS tape by release. Yeah, I think it's 1996. The front cover right here is kind of destroyed a little bit, but just it is what it is. Here's the tape. It's rental, as you can see. Has a bunch of stickers on it. There's the print date. And yeah, there it is. Alright, one more tape, not counting the other two Shrek tapes that I didn't count. Here's Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. This is a 2001 VHS tape release. Here's the tape, and there's the print date. And yeah, that'll about do it for the collection right here. As you can see, it's kind of a big mess right here. But that's okay, because as soon as I'm done filming this, I'm going to go put it all back on the shelf. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.